Hi everyone, welcome back to Raptor's Garage. Got an unboxing video for you today. This is a must-have piece of kit if you've got a 300 TDI disco, and we seem to have a plethora of them now. We've got them all over the place. But this is a replacement clock for your dashboard. And you think, oh, replacement clock for your dashboard, that's not that exciting. Well, this one is. It's really good. It's from Fourby, and this is a sponsored video. Neil from Fourby gave me this to do a review on. And we are fitting a lot of stuff from Fourby. Just coming shortly on some of the videos, and we're paying for them, but this one he actually gave me. This replacement clock is not just a replacement clock, it's got 4 USBs built into it. Now, because we use our trucks for filming and all the other things, we're always short of places to charge stuff. So you get 4 of them, plus you can actually wire this up to temperature senders, so it can tell you how hot your water is, your radiator water, what temperature the vehicle's running at, external air temperature. It does loads of things. It's great. So let's unbox it and have a proper look at it. Right, let's take a look what's in the box. Nice picture of it on the front, that's what you're going to get. And the first thing you get is when you open the box is get started here. Right, what you need to do is, because there's no instructions, oh, you get a packet of sweets. Cool, that's for after. You get a bag of gubbins, there's your USB chargers, there's your actual clock, there's your casing. There's some work you need to do on that. You get a set of feeler gauges, and there's a reason why you get them. You think, why do you need feeler gauges for a clock? You get a card, and better still, you get a sticker. Now that's going on the back of my truck now it's finished. But put those bits back in the box, because the first thing you need to do is get the instructions. Now, to get the instructions, you need a smartphone. So you get your smartphone, get it on camera, and wait for it to come round. And there you have it, a full set of fitting instructions. And this gives you all your instructions for fitting it. Oh, I did not know that they actually fits, they do one for Discovery 2 as well. So Discovery 1, Discovery 2. So if you've got a Discovery 2, they also make this for a Discovery 2. So let's select that one. D1 clock installations. And there's all your instructions. So when you open the box, there's no instructions in the box, but you soon download them onto your phone. So let's get started and see what we have to do. You've got all your instructions nicely pulled up. This is great, this is having all the instructions just straight to your phone. The first section is dead easy, it's all pictograms. I think all the instructions, because I've only got this far obviously, are just pictograms with a bit of text, so fairly easy. So we'll start from the beginning. No, there's a bit of text, yeah, you've got to clean it up, blah blah blah, tells you what it is. So literally, the first thing you do is start pulling this excess printed material away. That's all it is these come off a 3D printer, and this is the excess from the printer. Yeah, it just says get a little screwdriver or a bladed tool just to get in to clean these edges up, which I'll do in a minute. Yeah, these just a case of dressing up all these bits that you don't need. Yeah, just need a little bladed tool to go in the end, which I haven't got. Fingernails are. Really, you think with all the tools I got, I'd just go and get a screwdriver. Right, let's go and get a screwdriver. That's it, just found a little screwdriver. These actually, you know, to be fair, come off really clean. There's very little on there. And it's dead easy to see what is excess plastic and what isn't. Well, that's the hardest one on there, because it's just a bit tight in there. And that's the back of the one I was just fiddling with. There you go, the whole piece comes out. There we go, awesome. Oh no, some more, there we go. See why they get you to use a little thin bladed screwdriver. It's quite satisfying actually, just breaking these bits out. Done. And they're not wrong. That's what you end up with. That's quite cool. Right, let's get on to the next step. So the next part of this is to get the control module out. Now there's a sticker that comes with the control module. Sorry, the USB module. That you stick on the door of your car, and that's got all the settings, or you can stick it somewhere where you can just scan it with your phone and you can get all your settings up, so if you forget how to program it, they're right there, so keep that. I need something to open this with, and there's nothing like it, a blunt red kitchen knife. So keep your sticker safe. So that is the USB charger. Now, I'm going to get the instructions just to make sure I don't put it in the wrong way around. So that is the wrong way around, so it goes that way. Yep, that's right. And a nice flat surface. Just want to push that in until it goes click, like that. That's a square. Oh yeah, you can feel when it locates, it just goes in. There we go, nice and flush. Don't tell Karen I'm using a nice oak worktop to do this on. Yeah, that's good. There you go, they're all the right way up. Don't try pushing it in the wrong way. Right, so that screw locates, well, it locates, oh there, right, okay, it goes on the inside. Right, I've just been and got myself a 2.5mm Allen key. I fetched a ball-ended Allen key. I think it will be easier. Just in case of getting this started. So what you don't want to do is force it because you'll crack the plastic. And it's just a case of finagling that in. It will start eventually. Just going to be a pig to do. Right, I've just popped that back out because I was having an issue getting the screw in from the top there. There was a piece of filler material from where it had been printed actually in the thread hole. So I just got a 1mm screwdriver, a 1mm Allen key or a 1.5mm Allen key, just pushed it up and just pushed that piece of filler material out. So if you're having issues getting the screw in, just make sure there's no filler material. It was actually in the middle. It was you couldn't actually see it. But put this back together. Nice and easy because that just click in. There we go. Make sure it's flush. And I've lost my screw. There we go. This should go in nice and easy now. Chris should be doing this. He likes doing fiddly things like this. I rapidly run out of patience. Start getting the welder out. That's better. I already feel that starting. That's better. Straight in. Start to pull the circuit board down. That's nice and tight. So that's all snugged up. It's not too tight. Ooh, it's already looking better. Cool. Next bit. Ooh, coffee. The next bit it says to do is clock module. And then we're on to my least favourite bit, wiring. Which we'll probably go out to the workshop for. Ooh. Clocky thing. And we're halfway there. Make sure you have the buttons on the outside edge as well, it says. Which is where they are, and there's all your controlly bits. Right, wiring. Looks quite nice, that does. Obviously you've got to put, I can't think what it's called now, hazard warning switch has got to go in there. You'll get there eventually. It's quite early in the morning at the moment. So the next bit is, move all these cables out of the way. Ignore these two, because they're temperature senders. Because that's one of the things that this clock does. It's got two temperature senders. Now you can wire them up to what you want, but one will do inside the car and one will do outside the car, which is good. Or you can wire it up to your hot water, like your radiator, to give you your proper temperature. And also this is a voltmeter as well. It will monitor the power coming off the alternator and give you your volt reading, which is really good. But the first thing we've got to do is cut this wire. So somewhere I've got a set of wire cutters, and if by magic I found them, I'll put them over there. So you want enough wire to go to there, so snip, strip them back. There you go. So now all you do is twist these two wires together. Obviously, same colour to the same colour. Karen still doesn't know I'm using this worktop. And you could solder these. I think I'd be inclined to do that, but I'm just following the instructions at the moment. So they may come out and just get tinned. I'm all for soldering stuff together because it makes it last. Because these are quite delicate wires as well. A bit of solder would not hurt. What you want to do is have a look at the quick instructions. Now you've got all the wiring twisted and twisted together, and have a look where you want to put your wires. Now your live wants to go into this one, which is next to this black plug. So let's do the live first. Yep, that's that one in. Just make sure you've got no straggly wires anywhere. And that's it. This is done. It's ready to go in the car. So let's go out to the workshop and get out to Karen's kitchen. Right guys, we are in the truck and we are going to finish the final piece of installing this new clock, which is really good actually. I'm quite impressed.
He says we are in. I'm
here.
Yeah,
again, I've got Chris finally with me. Yeah, he's actually here. He does exist. Yeah, he's not just a figment of my imagination.
It's a handy video this, because I'm going to be doing the same thing to mine at some point in the future.
He can watch the video while he's editing.
Yeah.
Right, where are we up to?
What you've done all the actual the clock itself.
I've done all the clock, which is all here. As you've seen, wired it all up, got that ready to go in. So we'll put the clock there.
So next step is to get the existing one out, isn't it? And the kit actually comes with the tools to get it out.
The kit actually comes with a set of feeler gauges to actually push in, and it shows you in the instructions on the phone how you push them in for the spacers, but it's actually quite a good set of feeler gauges, so I've already got a set.
Awesome.
So these are actually radio removal tools, so these should do the same job, and they do.
So essentially what you're doing is just pushing the actual there's 4 plastic tabs, isn't it? You don't want to snap them off because we're taking this out, and
if I can get them in, they're in there somewhere. There we go. And I've lost my other key. I had 4 of them. I've lost one.
No, I think you're sat on it.
Am I sat on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I am. Yeah. Now it's just a case of
wiggling a bit until it comes out. Yeah.
It's coming. It's handy just having these radio tools.
It's that thing of having the right tools for the job, isn't it? Because there's nothing worse than snapping off connectors when you're trying to get this kind of stuff out.
It's coming, but that's tight.
So the whole clock assembly is going to come out with the hazard light switch, and then we're going to take the hazard light switch out and put that into the new custom casing that Fourby have actually made to go with this kit.
Yeah, we'll get that in. I'm just going to use a screwdriver to lever it with. There we go.
Yeah.
All I need to do is a little bit of leverage, and there you go. That is out. That's it.
Oh, so yeah, so the actual tabs are here, aren't they? The tabs on this, and you're just pushing them down.
Spring-loaded little tabs in there. So we want to disconnect this now.
So disconnect the hazards, which is just a squeeze and
a squeeze or a pinch. It's out. There you go.
That's out. So we're keeping that. That's going in the next one.
Yep. So we want that. We want that bit.
Use thumb and forefinger to squeeze the connector to release the hazard light multi-plug, and then simply pull on the smaller power connector multi-plug and remove.
That's what I thought, but it doesn't want to come out. I'm simply... There we go. So simply pull it. It was just really tight.
I've got to say, guys, if you watch this video to do the installation, definitely pull up the Fourby ones, because they are really good. Neil's done a really nice job. Everything's photographed, absolutely step by step on how to do it.
Yes, I said that in the beginning, because it's really good how they've actually put that together. There's oh, brew.
But you know, just watch this just for the crack of it.
Just watch this, because we aren't qualified to do anything. Now, I take it that one is going to be internal temperature.
Okay, right, I got you. I didn't actually. So the actual.
And then we've got a long one.
Right, I thought you had to actually connect these 2 temperature gauges, but they're actually already on the.
Well, I'm assuming they're temperature gauges.
Right. Okay, so
they're already on, aren't they?
Because it doesn't mention anything about connecting it. It just says you wire them in, and then you can actually adjust it, so you can actually take a proper thermostat
and connect it.
Find what your temperature is, and then make sure that's reading accurately, because you can adjust it up or down a couple of degrees to make sure they are accurate. Oh, that's cool.
So if I feed that one under the dashboard, I can actually make it go outside, because that one's really long. So that's got to be an outside thermostat, but that's the only thing it doesn't say in the instructions is where these the 2 black wires go. They are, I know they're temperature senders, because they've got some sort of temperature sender probe on the end. So
you can at the moment simply monitor the inside and the outside of you.
Yeah. So I've worked out that the short one is the one that's going to go on the inside of the vehicle, and the long one goes outside. But you also can route that into the engine bay and to take like water temperature, sensor, whatever. So there's a couple in there. So right, so we're going to leave that one inside the vehicle.
Yeah.
And we're going to put that one so I can get it. Through the back of the dashboard somewhere. I did that without breaking it as well.
I was quite impressed with that. I thought he just pulled it out.
I've just ripped the dashboard off. So we need to get power.
Right, so we know that the earth goes to the black.
Yep, you've got two wires on here. What you're going to want the black one, which is that one, because it's black. That's your earth, which goes to the black wire on this. So black to black, red to green. That is a constant power, and that's the one you want to connect to. Now it does say gravity.
It's a bugger.
It does say in the instructions to just connect them up via putting that one into there and using some tape to connect it, and put that one in there and tape it up, and that will actually and then tape it up, and that will power it up.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do it that way. It's a little bit Heath Robinson for us.
Yeah. In fairness, he says it in instructions if you want to do it, you know, the way you would like, which is either soldering, crimping.
Yeah, so we're just going to snip them, because we're not. I'm just going to cut that plug there and there, and we're just going to solder them together. So we'll be back in a minute when we've soldered these up.
It's one of the things, if you watch any of our videos, you'll know how much these cars are going to get bounced around. So the last thing you want is anything that's going to work its way loose, and then cause you problems.
And they'll definitely work the way loose if they're just pushed in.
Yeah.
So we're going to solder them. So right. This switch should, in theory, just go straight back in there, shouldn't it? You know what theory said? There we go. Ah, helps if you don't put it in upside down.
I nearly asked that, I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm much better at hitting things with hammers.
Yeah.
There we go. That's it.
I do like the fact he's made it so it's like factory finish. Like that's such a you know, a plus. You normally end up with just switches you end up trying to find places to put on your dashboard, and yet, you know, using the 3D printer.
And that works as well. So all we've got to do now is push these two cables in, which for demonstration purposes.
And then you'll feed them obviously one into the engine bay and one somewhere.
One's going to be external somewhere.
Yeah.
And one's going to be into the cabin, so I'll just dangle it down there because that'll be sort of mid-heat for the vehicle. And then we're on to the programming. But basically, that's it. That just clips back into place. That's it.
Go.
That's it. That's it.
How nice is that?
That's all really good now. So that brings this video to an end. So there is a hang on, wrong key. So there is a full setting up, programming it using these controls, and there's the temperature. That will be temperature 1, temperature 2. That's the voltage coming from my battery, so that shows you how much power there is in the battery. And that's back to the temperatures.
And you can set it to rotate as well, can't you? So it'll rotate between
that's what it's doing now. It's just going to cycle through.
And you can set the speed of that and everything, so it's fully programmable too.
Yeah, so that's really cool. But how nice is that? That's really good.
Awesome, that looks really sweet. That's cool.
Right, that's a nice simple installation. If I hadn't been recording it, I'd have done it in less than half an hour.
Yeah.
Dead easy. It's literally open it up out the box, clean off the excess, wire the clock in, press everything together, and just put it in the car. It's 2 wires. It's just pull out the other bit and everything comes in the box. But you get a nice sticker to go on your truck. You get that sticker to put in your vehicle somewhere, which if you ever forget how to program it, that will pull up the information to program it on your phone.
Yeah.
And you get a treat when you're finished.
That's why I look distracted, guys. I'm just looking at we got
I better give him them. yeah, thanks to Neil for giving us that to put in the truck and try out.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying one for mine.
And we've already ordered loads of stuff off them. So thanks to Neil.
Check it out, guys. Fourby.co.uk. And I'll put the link obviously below.
Yep.
And let's get some sweets.
Yeah, sweets. Come on.
Right, a couple.
Awesome.
So guys, don't forget, click and subscribe below, share the video, and hope you enjoyed that.
And we'll see you on the next one.